Well, the crowd love these Friday nights at Prenton Park, and I'm sure you do tonight as well, Micky.
Yeah, we do. It's a really special atmosphere in it, and now the Tranmere's always been synonymous with Friday night, so it's good that we were able to give them a performance that could back up that Friday night feeling. So no, it was a good evening and enjoyed it.
Good battle in the first 20 minutes, and always important to get that first goal. And what a night for Simeo. I mean, he's a hero as a defender. Now he's scoring them as well.
Yeah, it was. Listen, Crewe had a good football team, and you know that you're going to have to be right at it. And we knew that. We spoke about it before the game, and I spoke about it on Thursday in the press. We knew that there was a lot of stuff that we'd have to get right to make sure that we got a result. And well, yeah, you're right. We're very grateful to get that first goal, and that sort of set us on our way.
I mean, you've been really pleased, I know, with his attitude as he's come, the young man, and he loves the crowd as well. The crowd love him already. I mean, he puts everything into every game, doesn't he?
Yeah, and on top of that, he's a really nice lad, and I didn't have to say that. If he wasn't, I'd have just said, yeah, the crowd really love him. He is a really nice lad. He's really come into the group and really wanted to be a part of it. He's added to the group off the pitch as well. So he's a credit to Southampton. So no, we're really pleased that he's here and he's got a good partnership going with Big Jordan.
And the second goal is always important, isn't it? You've been talking about players getting on the end of crosses, and Elliot did what perhaps he should do a bit more often, but he got right on the end of it and a good header for the finish. Yeah,
Elliot's still learning, and I'm the first to defend all of them, and he's learning, and he's always adding to his game. So he's learned that that's what you have to do when a cross comes in, go and attack it, get across people. He wasn't doing that when he first came. He's developing into that type of player now that's capable of scoring goals like that. So that's fantastic. That's what development's all about. Is improving all the time. So every credit to Elliot for that. But we'll still be on him all the time. He's a big boy. He's well capable of that, and we want him to do it more.
And good players, good performances from everybody throughout the team tonight. But I thought typical, Leo Connor in the very last minute making a searching run from midfield. I think the cross is deflected in, but all credit to him to get into that position in the first place.
Yeah, they've all got license to, when they see the opportunities, to go and run forward and find the gaps. They play a very fluid system that they all have. There's none of them on a leash that I tell not to go anywhere. They've all got the go ahead from us, if you like, to go and find the gaps and go and try and exploit teams. And Lee very cleverly seen that opportunity to go and overload them and get into a dangerous area and go. It was that third goal which was very important.
We've credited the defence. That's 5 clean sheets in a row. In this way, the league victories you've got here. But it's you work off the ball as a team as well, isn't it? I mean, you defend as a team, and that's really important too.
There's a lot of hard work goes into it. A lot of video work, a lot of analysis work, a lot of work on the grass. But most important that they come with the attitude that they want to be good. That's the important part that I keep on banging on about. I know early in the season what was going on and all the rest of it, but it's always about the players, and we knew what we wanted them to do. And as long as they keep bringing the attitude to the jobs that we want them to do, they'll keep performing like that. So it's all credit to the players, because at the end of the day, it's them that go and play. We just give them the jobs today, but you've got to turn up, want to be good at the jobs, accept what the jobs are, and go and deliver like you did this evening, and they did that, so every credit to the boys.
I just know with the younger players that work off the ball, is that something that you do have to coach into them, if you like? The more experienced players have it already.
Yeah, it takes time. It takes time. People be fed up with saying that now, but it does. Development takes time. They come to us, and we think that we're good developers of players and people, and we find out very quickly what we want you to get better at. And quite often it's the same kind of stuff when they come to us from sort of under 23 football, if you like. It's always the same kind of things that we have to work on, and we've managed to turn a few around now and get them pointing in the right direction and accepting it. That's a big part of the game, is the pressing and the aggression and the belief that you can go and take the ball off people, because they all come here with ability. They all can control and pass a football. It's about adding the rest of the rest of the qualities that they need to go and be good footballers and keep going forward for Tranmere.
And of course you have pushed yourself into the playoff spots tonight. I think up to 6th. After that you put a bit of pressure on the sides tomorrow now, but that's the reward for the 5 wins.
Yeah, and well deserved. But like I keep saying, you know what I'm going to say now, we will enjoy the weekend. We thoroughly deserve to be able to go and do that. But we'll be in on Monday, and we will work hard again, and we will keep the standards high. And we spoke before the game, and we said, what you've done isn't good enough, we want you to be better. So every time that we enter a football pitch, we want you to be better at everything. That'll be the passing, the running, the pressing, the set play, we want you to be better. So we want to keep growing players here at Tranmere. That's what we said we would do at the start of the season. We're working very hard to try and do that. Everybody must stay on board with that, because that's what we said that we wanted to do. But tonight we're a good team, but we've got to find that consistency to keep moving forward now, and the levels have been set. Now we've got to keep adding to it and keep trying to get better all the time.
And that consistency, it's not about playing differently away from home to playing at home. You know, you've got to have that shape, you've got to have that commitment, both when you're playing here in front of the fans or also on your travels.
I say that all the time. I don't stand here ever making excuses. I tell you what has to happen, or what I see never happens, or what we have to get better at. My job here is to get a group of players ready and prepared and be ready and have great careers and win games for Tranmere. And when I see that, I'm all over them, and I don't see that. But tonight they've delivered on that. But home and away, we don't play any differently. I don't sit here and say any different to them. I want this team to be a front foot team. I want all my Tranmere teams to be that. We've never sat back. I've never said to them, sit back and soak things up. That's not the Tranmere way. We want to be front foot and go and take the game to people. But if the game says to us that we have to be good at certain things, then this group is able to accept that and say, I'll just be good at this now. But we will find a way. And with the pace and the energy, the quality that we've got, if we can defend really well, we believe that we'll get you at some stage. We'll get you at some stage. I just don't know when it will be. But with the running power and the quality that we've got in the group, we will get you. So it's just about being patient and knowing that the moments were coming. And again tonight they did, and the players were clinical and took them.
We've had to talk a lot about injuries this season and another one tonight. Is that a hamstring for Paul Lewis?
Well, one thing we don't have is we don't have a big massive squad, and I keep telling you that as well. We don't have a big massive squad. We try to get the balance right between trying to wrap them in cotton wool, but still train at intensity to make it a habit that we're playing at a certain level, and they feel that, because what you feel in training, we want them to feel in the games so that they get used to working at the intensities. And what you try and do is you cut down the duration of how they work at that to try and not get any of these kind of injuries. So that's a blow for us.
Does a hamstring?
Yeah, it's a hamstring. So that's a blow, because that's one of the ones that we would all have to accept that would go in and give a really good performance for Tranmere at this level. So we've lost one of them, but we'll find another way, and we'll just try and keep things moving on, and it may give somebody else an opportunity now to come into things. But that's the only blow from this evening, and we'll see how that is. But no, we're disappointed at that.
You told us after the Leeds game, you know, we've got Crewe again on Tuesday night in the EFL, but you'll have to wrap some people in cotton wool and be very careful.
Well, as I told you after the Leeds game, and I told you before the Leeds game, we don't have a squad big enough to attack all these tournaments with the same 11. So before anybody goes travelling down there and expects to see all these boys, no, we will begin people or other people opportunities to keep their fitness levels up, that when maybe they have to come in to replace Paul Lewis or one of the other boys that they're up to speed. So we'll begin the rest of the boys a go on Tuesday. We made the mistake, we've been doing it to try and win again. I'm not putting a team down there that is just to try and fulfil a fixture. I would never ever do that. We'll put a team together, and we'll be expecting to go down there and perform and try and get a result, but it'll be there won't be many from tonight. If I can help it, we'll be playing.